In this film, I'm going to be looking at the architecture of historic Wakefield. It deliberately misses out the main shopping streets to focus on what are, in my view, the more interesting backstreets and alleyways. These give an impression of what Wakefield was like in its more glorious past and what, perhaps, it should be in a better planned future. While many of the backstreets follow the medieval street plan, the architecture is of a more Georgian character. Nevertheless, these streets give you a feel for Wakefield's ancient historical pedigree. This type of architecture is what Prince Charles has tried to encourage in his idealised architectural experiment at Poundbury in Dorset. Poundbury, of course, has been criticised as pastiche, which means it's merely an imitation of a pre-existing style. In my opinion, innovation can be something that enhances the pre-existing built environment when it's good. However, invariably, it's poorly thought out, cheap, tacky and bad. Quality is what counts, and the quality of Georgian architecture is a good place to start as a basis for urban planning in the United Kingdom. The recent COVID pandemic has meant that shopping patterns have now, perhaps, permanently changed. City centres will have to redefine themselves. To succeed, they will have to become places that people want to be rather than places they need to be. The built environment will have to become more inviting. The cities of the future will probably be very entertainment orientated. This may mean more niche boutique style shops, more venues for cultural pursuits, and more richly textured entertainment venues. If the built environment is of a high quality and the cultural life is rich and varied, they will become places where people will actually want to live. Unlike Poundbury, Wakefield is the real deal. Its Georgian heritage is original. This is one reason why it should be preserved. We lost much of Old Wakefield in Kirkgate to so-called progress, but that progress was destructive and ill-considered. It was a mistake, though it was optimistic, as it looked hopefully to the future. We need to learn the lesson as we look to the future again. We need to retain the matrix of the Wakefield look when we consider urban planning. Only then can we allow the architectural innovation and experimentation of quality projects that any vibrant and forward-looking city needs. These projects will contrast as well as complement that matrix, and they will also challenge and offend some people. However, the important and central consideration will be quality, something that can unite us all. In general terms, I believe that future urban development in Wakefield city centre should be done in Yorkshire stone or traditional Wakefield red brick. Of course, innovative modern and postmodern architecture and materials should also be encouraged, so long as it is well thought out, well designed and of good quality. Many people criticise Wakefield's modernist Hepworth Gallery, but it meets these criteria and is rather appropriate for a gallery of modernist art. The contrast that modern buildings can provide often enhances the quality and uniqueness of the old. So that concludes our look at some of Wakefield's historic Georgian architecture and the outline of some of my own ideas about future urban planning in the city.